or is this a stay the course?
We're going to stay the course. It's a good question. Shazi runs it. I think Brad Shaw's done a terrific job in, I think, simplifying the message to them. And as it slowly grew, I think he simplified it, just took a couple of areas in each meeting that we'd have and concentrate on that. And I think with penalty killing, the biggest thing that our guys have really bought into and have been pretty consistent at is moving together or not moving together. Sometimes when you're not aggressive, you're together. You're in that, it may not be a box, it depends on what the power play is doing. But once we start being aggressive and we pick the right times to be aggressive, everybody's moving in unison. I think that's huge as far as trying to be successful in our penalty killing, which is very aggressive.
John, last year, Nick obviously had a tough year off the ice. He did have 17 goals for you. What are you looking at for him
More.
this year? Yeah, more?
Have to have more. Yeah. Yep. We need more.
Just like more goals or
More
just
everything.
Okay.
More leadership, more concentration on away from the puck. With Nick, I think it's because he's able to bring that is more bite to the game. I think every player, and starting with our captain, needs to ask themselves that I need to bring more here, and for us to keep on growing as a hockey club. I'm not sure what our age is right now compared to what it was last year. We're probably younger. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, just judging from the young kids that are, it's the, I guess, the veteran guys leading the way in how you improve, how you become a pro. That's one of the staples of being a good pro, is always asking yourself to have more. If you think you have all the answers, the game goes by you really quickly, and so that's a big part of our core. Has to ask themselves and bring other people along with them. It's a huge part of our game this year.
John, there were a couple guys yesterday that for the first time you got to tell them they made an opening night roster. What's that experience like for you?
Well, it's a hard couple of weeks for the people that are telling people they're being sent down, or maybe they're just released. It's hard. When you sprinkle in like with Benstrom and a couple other guys, even Peak yesterday, we sent him down, but I thought it was a really good meeting for him as far as the strides that he has taken as a player. It's kind of nice to be the bearer of good news sometimes as a coach and a manager, instead of that get called into the office and them expecting the bad news. So it's emotional. It's nice to get the emotion on the right side for a couple of players as you go through this.
Did anybody come into the room yesterday for that conversation not knowing where it was going, or do you think they had an idea? Yarmo was cruel with Bemmer, because he starts it off with, like, Bemmer thinks he's being sent, just the way, back to Sweden because he can't go down. But it almost, at the end of the day, then he says, you've made the opening night lineup. You could see Bemmer, he was really excited. But Yarmo didn't have to grind him that way. These general managers, it must be. That's probably what it is, yes. So, but it's you like seeing it. That we're human beings, all of us, and these are tough weeks at the end of camp. They grind away, they play hard, they're hoping to fit or even see themselves better in the depth chart. We make no secrets about depth charts, as I put it on the board as far as this camp goes. And there's some disappointment. That's when we try to see how players react through that disappointment. What's their attitude as they go to Cleveland or they go back to junior, whatever it may be. We like to see what the development is then.
You mentioned yesterday guys going through your training camp the first time, and you kind of like to see how they handle it. Nyquist is going through. What did you think about him going through, and what kind of a preseason has he had?
Yeah, I think it's been a tired preseason for him. He readily. I've asked him about his legs. It's been, he says it's been a lot of skating, something I don't think he's done in camp before. I think he's getting refreshed. I just watched him with our power play stuff, and he made some really great little plays in the middle of our power play. I want to see him refreshed. He's fit in the room. I just like the way he presents himself. He's positive. He's upbeat. He's a 50, 60 point guy. as I said when Yarmo signed him, I think that's a huge deal for us. And very unassuming it seems like to me as he walks around, but he's a really good player. We expect big things out of him.
2 days away, do you think your team has sort of retained that attitude that you brought to media day or maybe over the summer? Just that, the chip, the PO'd about, is that a good way to be?
I think our guys, as we've gone through camp here, through our hard camp, have handled themselves really well in after the skates, during the skates, just being businesslike. Not a lot of moaning and groaning after a tough skate, not a lot of people kneeling down on the ice, or I remember the first time we went through it, they were lying down on the ice. We had to tell them to get up off the ice. I think they've been very businesslike. I think as the season begins here, when all the questions start coming our way, I think there's an inner camaraderie about the definition of guys wanting to be here. I think that's really important to have a team that's going to try to be competitive in this league and stay competitive, is people wanting to be here. We have that, and I think they're rallying around that. This will grow as the season goes on.
Are they easier to coach?
Oh God, I don't know. There's challenges every day. There's days I sit at my desk at the end of the day feeling that you've gotten to a couple. Yesterday, there was a couple, and it was a day for me where I just shook my head as far as a couple of things that went on with some players and the conversations I've had. But you go through those every day as a coach. I feel really good about the team. I think the most important thing for us as we start the season, and even if we have a bump or two along the way early in the season, we cannot lose our arrogance. I think we have developed a really good arrogance / swagger as we climbed into it again at the end of last year, right to the end, winning, I think, 7 straight, was it? And then I thought showed a tremendous amount of swagger in coming back in that first game of the playoffs, and then really built around that and really bonded ourselves. That's huge this year, especially when there's going to be some pitfalls, and then people are going to jump on us as far as what happened. We know what happened to them in the offseason. Here it goes. That's when the guys have to just stand stiff and just try to be better each and every day.